Let's talk about Gervonta Davis. Is he really what he portrayed to be? Is he really what y'all say he is? Let's talk about how he been moving his whole career. Make sure you hit my like button. The haters that's gonna cry and hate in the comments, hit the thumbs down, and let's get into it. Tank Davis, man. A few weeks ago, I came out and I did a video, giving my thoughts on his next upcoming fight with Lamont Roach when I heard that he was fighting Lamont Roach, and I just simply said that, hey, I'm glad that somebody like Roach is getting a chance, right, to make a lot of money. So, I can respect the factor that, it's kind of like he looking out for another DMV fighter, right? And I also said, but I believe he should have been fighting Edwin De Los Santos. Now, when I said that, it was a gang of y'all that jumped in my comments, lied, and made up a story saying that Edwin De Los Santos is injured. And they tried to fight Edwin De Los Santos, but he was injured, so he didn't take the fight. And I'm like, well, that's crazy because I hadn't heard nothing like that, right? Where y'all getting this information from? So I did my research. I couldn't find the information. I just left it alone. Maybe he's injured. Maybe I just can't find the information on it, right? Then about a week and a half later, Edwin De Los Santos' manager comes out and he says, we've been wanting the Tank fight. We wanted the Tank fight. Why is Tank fighting Lamont Roach? Right? We was asked about the fight. We said, absolutely, we want the fight. And they chose to fight Lamont Roach. Didn't even give us an opportunity, right? And I said, okay, well, that don't surprise me because Tank Davis's weird-ass fans always coming up with lies, narratives, and excuses to protect this man. Yeah, that's just what it is. Bite blood out your bottom lip. Get mad if you want to, but you ain't gonna do nothing about it but cry. You know what I'm saying? I knew that Tank Davis wasn't gonna fight no Edwin De Los Santos. I told people that a while ago. Yeah, he talking all that ish about Shakur and Edwin De Los Santos, but I guarantee you he ain't gonna fight him, right? And so this is what it's come down to, right? With Gervonta Davis, yes, he is very talented, right? Excellent fighter all around the board. But I've seen a whole bunch of talented, excellent fighters, right? In all of my years of watching boxing. Tank Davis ain't nothing that I've never seen before. But the thing is that how good are you if you're not confident to lay it on the line and really challenge yourself, right? Because Tank ain't never got in the ring with none of the top competition, not the number one guy, not the number two guy, not the number three guy, in none of the weight divisions that he been in. And this man didn't fall from 130 all the way to 140 pounds. In none of those weight divisions have he fought the top guys. None of them. Don't talk to me about no Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza ain't never beat another top opponent. So don't talk to me about no Jose Pedraza. Gervonta Davis been a champion since he was 22 years old. That man is now 30 years old. Been through all the weight divisions and ain't never fought the top guy? Wait, how does that even happen? How does that even happen? You ain't never fought the top guy, but you one of the most popular fighters in all of boxing. How does that happen, you might ask yourself? Because for a long time, everybody was blaming it on Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. Well, it ain't no Floyd Mayweather around no more. And y'all still refuse to hold his feet to the fire. I mean, his name been linked to Mikey Garcia. He ain't fought him. Gary Russell never fought him. And don't say, well, Gary never moved up to the weight division. This man has been moving guys to his weight division for the longest. Gary Russell was like, hey, I'm willing to move up. If Tank want that smoke, I'm willing to move up. So you mean to tell me He ain't calling for Gary to move up ever, but he can bring guys like Lamont Roach, Leo Santa Cruz, and all these other guys, make them move up in weight. Hector Luis Garcia. But Gary Russell can't move up in weight, right? We see what he's doing, man. So his name been linked to all of these fighters. Mikey Garcia, Gary Russell, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, right? All them guys didn't call him out and stressed that they wanted to fight him. Yeah, he was ready to fight Lomachenko when Lomachenko 37 years old, right? So I don't blame for Lomachenko for pulling out, because he was trying to fight Tank for years, right? Teofimo then called him out, call him all type of B's and stuff like that. He ain't never even responded to Teofimo. Ain't never said, okay, let's see if you really want to fight. Let's make it happen. Ain't never did that, right? Shakur Stevenson, Tevin Farmer, and we could go on, and now we could add Edwin De Los Santos to the list. You feel me? But he fought Ryan Garcia, right? But when he fought Ryan Garcia, made that man move to a weight division that he hadn't fought in over 2 years, made him go all the way down to 136, right? Gave him 1 pound, and then put a hydration clause on him. You know what I'm talking about? When he moved up and fought Mario Barrios, moved up to that man weight division and put a hydration clause on him. So now we see what he's doing. This man don't want to challenge himself. He's so afraid of losing. Him and his team, they make sure that everybody they get in the ring with, he either has a advantage over him with these weight clauses, or he just miles and levels above him, so he ain't really got nothing to worry about, right? And this is what's happening. Now we got all these different YouTube channels and media outlets, right? Their whole thing is to protect Gervonta Davis, make content about him every day. Anytime somebody says anything about Tank Davis, they got to get on and protect him. I've never seen, in all of my years of boxing, I've never seen a fighter that is protected and baby like Gervonta Davis. I'm talking about, don't nobody want to hold his feet to the fire. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got the few channels that will hold his feet to the fire, you got hundreds and hundreds of people in the comments crying about it. You know, you actually got people trying to make excuses for this Lamont Roach fight. Oh man, ain't nobody else want to fight Tank. Everybody ducking Tank. That's the biggest BS I've ever heard in my life. This man tried to fight Rayo also, right? Tried to fight Rayo, but wanted Rayo to come to his weight division when Rayo was a champion at 140 pounds. Now, if you calling to fight me, why do I got to go to your weight division? And this is the problem. See, this man been moving around so funny his whole career, but he got the money behind it. So he's used to being able to have fighters sell out, right? Compromise their health to go to fight him. That's what's happening. A lot of these guys know they can't even win because they're not fully healthy, right? With the weight and the weight clauses and all of that. But they willing to do it for the bag. And when Rayo said, nah, I'm not willing to do all of that. Now you go to Lamont Roach, a guy that fights at 130 pounds, right? You talk shit about Shakur, but Lamont Roach lost to Jamel Herring, the same fighter that Shakur stopped. So what is we talking about here? See, all of this is smoke and mirrors with Tank Davis, man. He's been carefully matched his whole career. He's been babied and protected his whole career. That's just what it is. You know, they told us a long time ago, we got a plan for Tank. You know, Tank Davis don't need to worry about none of these guys. Tank Davis, we got the blueprint for Tank. That's the blueprint. But see, y'all rocking with it because a lot of y'all not fans of boxing. Y'all just obsessed with that man, Gervonta Tank Davis. Y'all obsessed with, well, he can knock people out. We like to see people get knocked out. Can he do it against the best? I'm not saying he can't. Most of those names that I named, out of all those names that I went down, I pick him over most of them guys, right? But see, the thing is that you ain't willing to put it on the line. People just happy with Tank Davis saying, I got you on the list. Well, Tank said he had him on the list. They ducking Tank. Tank said he was on the list, and y'all come up with all the lies and false narratives when it comes to this fighter, Gervonta Davis. When is it gonna stop? See, what's gonna happen is he gonna continue to cherry pick and try to move and swerve his way around the top competition, and he gonna F around and lose to somebody that he don't have no business losing to. I've seen it happen time and time again in boxing, but I've never seen a fighter go this long in his career without laying it on the line and fighting the top competition. And when I say I've never seen a fighter, I mean a fighter that is the cash cow. I mean a fighter that is the most popular fighter in the sport of boxing, arguably. One of the most, right? I ain't never seen him do it. Canelo couldn't do it. He had to fight Triple G. Floyd couldn't do it. Roy Jones couldn't do it. Mike Tyson couldn't do it. And you could go on and on and on. Anthony Joshua couldn't do it. Deontay Wilder couldn't do it. But Tank Davis, he the only one that could do it. I'm out.
Dipping in the catalog, just got it fitted on some shit I need a ladder for. Come up in your hood stunting when I leave, dude.
2 miles per hour, so